I cannot believe what I'm witnessing. I've made it clear that I am not blindly loyal to a political party. I have certain values. They haven't changed, but apparently political goalposts have. And I have to say, there is something staggering about watching Democrats, supposed liberals, progressives, crash out over Trump's decision to fight the IRGC with Israel. What a privileged position to be in, to willfully ignore the tens of thousands of Iranians marching all over the globe, cheering for Israel and the USA, for begging for help to get their freedom back. What a privileged position to be sitting in your homes here in the States and not have to run to bomb shelters 20 times a day because the regime is firing ballistic missiles at you. How frickin' lucky for you. Well, it seems like your Trump derangement syndrome, and that is indeed what it is, has prevented you from finding a spine and integrity. Because integrity demands that even when it comes to people we don't like, we acknowledge the things they do that are good. And whether you like it or not, you human rights activists, fighting the IRGC, getting rid of a regime that has terrorized its population for 47 years, slaughtered tens of thousands of its people in the last month alone, murdered women simply for showing their hair, committed to the death of Jews and Israel and America. If you can't see that cutting the head off the snake is a good thing, you are pathetic. And people like me don't deal with hypocrisy very well. So if you can't find it in your body, in your brain, to acknowledge that multiple things can be true. You can dislike a man and still like what he does in certain instances. Well, I have to tell you, your derangement syndrome is going to prevent you from having any political person you support win again, because people like me will ensure that they don't. Because hypocrisy isn't a good look. The world demands that we are complex intellectual human beings capable of holding multiple truths. So either grow up or move out of the way.
Listen, I agree. There are a lot of people in this country with so much Trump derangement syndrome. It is mind boggling when you try to have a conversation with one of these folks. It is mind numbing. It is so frustrating to try to have a conversation with somebody who's Trump deranged. Oh my goodness. No matter what facts you hit them with. Like, I've had situations where I've literally shown someone a video proving that they were wrong. And they still insisted that they were right. And it's just like, oh my goodness, bro. What in the... I don't know, man. I don't know. And I talked about this the other day. Like, I don't mind people criticizing Trump, even if they're Republicans. I don't mind it. You know, in part, it's kind of a good thing, right? It makes it so that we don't just live in an echo chamber. I personally don't like that. I don't want to live in an echo chamber. I want to at least have a little bit of pushback. You know, make me think a little bit, make me question my ideas at least a little bit. You know, keep myself sharp. That's why I think it's funny when people accuse me of being a Fox News watcher, right? It's like, actually, Fox is probably the thing that I watch the least, right? And some of you guys have seen it. I've shown you more CNN and MSDNC clips than I have Fox clips. That's for sure. So yeah, man, I just, but all in all, I am happy that people are, more and more people, even people in the middle, as you saw with that young lady there, or folks that aren't committed to any single party, are waking up and realizing that, bro, these people on the left, they're just crazy. They're just crazy. I'm loving it. They're destroying their own party.
You know, it's crazy. I'm sitting here reading some comments, right, about this Iran so-called war, and Trump and Democrats and liberals all in the uproar, right? Comment was like, if Barack Obama, who's the bomber in chief, right, had unalived the Ayatollah and had did this, Democrats and liberals would be happy as hell, praising Obama. Oh, our president did this. He's such a great president. He puts America's lives first, and he is liberating people. But because Trump did it, it's bad. It's like everything that Trump does is bad. Trump says aspirin is bad for babies. People take aspirin and go to the emergency room and lose their babies. Trump says he's going to clean the water. People start drinking dirty water. Like, that's derangement, people. Then what y'all think?
No, you guys remember when Trump came out and said, hey, if you're pregnant, don't take Tylenol or something like that. You guys remember that? And then you had, and I can't remember, did I make a video on it? I can't remember if I did. I feel like I did. Or at least briefly talked about it in the video. But anyway. And then you had instances where mothers were being sent to the emergency room simply because of their Trump derangement. Trump said, hey, don't take any Tylenol while you're pregnant. They wanted to prove him wrong, so they started popping Tylenol and had to go to the emergency room. And it's just like, bro, that is peak level Trump derangement. When you're going as far as harming yourself, maybe not so intentionally, but you've just lost all common sense to where you just like, no, I gotta prove this man wrong. Gotta prove him wrong. Gotta prove him wrong. I'm popping some Tylenol. It's like, yo, for what? It's crazy out here, man. It really is. That genuinely needs to be in the next what is it called? The DSM? Is that what the book for with all of the mental disorders mental disorders are in? Is it called the DSM? I believe it's called the DSM. That needs to be in there. Trump derangement syndrome. And I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, it genuinely needs to be in there, and it genuinely needs to be treated. Because people are on the brink of losing their lives over it. And it is absolutely sad to watch. It's sad. It really is.
Because my mom said do Democrats just wake up and like think about Donald Trump? Because my mom said the other day, the day that I wake up and Donald Trump that'll be the happiest day of my life. That will be the happiest day of your life. What about me being born? Hello? What about you getting married? But a man you don't even know, you've never met, he doesn't know you. You wish that he was no hate like Christian love. I would say my mom is a lukewarm Christian. Really, I don't think consider herself as a Christian, to be honest. But do you guys really just wake up and think about him? Like, oh my gosh, what is Donald Trump eating for breakfast? What is he golfing today? What is he doing? What is he gonna wear? Guys, I wake up and I'm wondering what the hell I'm gonna eat for breakfast because I'm starving. I'm waking up saying, what the hell am I gonna do today? What the hell am I gonna hit at the gym? I wonder if I gotta go to the grocery store. Or I wanna go shopping. Like, you guys seriously wake up and think about Donald Trump? You guys have TDS. That is crazy. Because sometimes I even forget Donald Trump was the president till I get on social media and I'm saying, oh my gosh, I forgot Donald Trump was president. It's really not, like, why are you guys thinking of this one person? He's consuming you guys' life. Let's think about some other things, okay?
Now, with me, it's a little bit different, obviously. As you can see, I'm talking about politics on a daily basis, so I've never forgotten Trump is in office, and I always think about him, right? But it's part of the job. But if I weren't, no. Why would I think about the president on a daily basis? You know? Or all day, every day. Like, that is just crazy. And to wake up and think, oh man, I wish he was just gone, you know? Why? And to say that would be the happiest day of your life when clearly you have a child, that wasn't, you know, apparently, you know, her parents are married, which is great. That's awesome. You know, that's good to hear. Always love to hear that. But that wasn't like the greatest day of your life. Like, it's just crazy, man. The lengths that these folks have gone to hate this man. It's mind-boggling. And then when you add on top of that, like, not long ago they didn't. Like, the Democrat Party came out and told them to hate this man. And they turned to the Democrat Party and said, okay, yes, sir, massa. Yes, sir, massa. It's wild, man. It is absolutely wild to see this stuff. You know, when this whole Iran situation popped off, and then you had a bunch of liberals coming out here crying and screaming over the I believe it was 100 and something schoolgirls or whatever, you know, some school was allegedly hit in some of the strikes, right? Where a lot of schoolgirls, unfortunately, passed away. Allegedly, it hasn't been completely confirmed that this actually went down. But for the sake of the argument, right, we're going to go with liberals' talking points. When this first started going off, that's all I was seeing from liberals. Oh, Trump killed young liberal girls, right? Liberal girls, young girls in Iran. Iranian girls. Trump killed these Iranian girls. Trump killed these Iranian schoolgirls. Trump killed these Iranian schoolgirls. That's all I was saying, right? Where was the outrage when thousands upon thousands upon thousands of individuals, Iranians, were being slaughtered in the streets by their dictator, who's now 6 feet in the dirt? Where was the outrage? Where was the, oh no, we can't do that. We can't, no, we can't allow that to happen. No, nothing. Nowhere. Nowhere to be found. As a matter of fact, I think I had a clip of a young lady. I think I posted this. By the way, if you don't watch my YouTube shorts, definitely check them out. You're missing out on some good stuff if you don't watch my YouTube shorts.
Democrats are brainwashed.
Here it is. I posted this as a YouTube short as well, but
Democrats are brainwashed. I don't understand how you guys can support the killing of 40,000 people over the past 3 weeks, but yet when Trump bombs Iran, this is what they were asking for. They were asking to be bombed so that the government can go away. Now you guys are upset that like an elementary school of children was killed. Well, what about all the 40,000 people that were killed before? This doesn't make any sense. You guys are fake humanitarians, and you guys are brainwashed. It's delusional. You guys don't make sense.
They don't make any type of sense. 0 cents. The schoolgirls. Because Trump allegedly, right? Once again, this hasn't even been confirmed. Allegedly hit a school. Allegedly. Where was the outrage for the 40,000 plus of individuals that were killed before that? Exactly. Anyway, the hypocrisy, man. Trump derangement. It is one hell of a drug. And obviously, as you guys have seen in the video from, was it yesterday or day before yesterday? Recently, Trump derangement will not only change you on the inside. In the case of Rachel Maddow, it will literally change you on the outside too. Y'all get in the comments. Let me know your thoughts and your opinions. Stay safe out there. Peace and love. I'm out.